Start in 2 more minutes. Alright, I will be sharing a dream that I posted on this morning, which I had on last night. And I'll be sharing a dream that I had in July, which was 2 back-to-back, well, months. Not back-to-back dreams, but a month apart. Now, I'm going to talk about some reasons why I hate being prophetic. And this is part 2 to Dreamers, Are You Woke or Asleep? I'm wrapping that up as well. So this is going to be like a 2-part word, but I am going to be dissecting these dreams as well to help you understand that someone is getting ready to turn on you or someone is getting ready to betray you. Now, oftentimes when God is giving you betrayal dreams, that means that you're getting ready to be elevated in some sense, in some way. When you are upgrading, when you are applying yourself in certain areas, the enemy be mad about your fire also, but you also have people that is under you that is mad about your fire. So in all of these dreams, I know these people, and so I'm kind of pulled back from everybody because of what I'm constantly seeing in my dreams. And when you are prophetic, it's a lot of stuff that you don't want to see. And some stuff really makes you question relationships that you see. Some stuff really makes you question the friendship, what church you go to, and all of that. So being that I am always woke and never sleep, there are times where some stuff I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see it. And I'm not one of the ones that brags about being prophetic. I hate being prophetic. I don't like it. It's something that I never get used to. So being a prophet is really not easy. It's not easy. It's hard, especially when you're seeing things and people turning on you and all of that. So let's get into these dreams. I don't even know where to start, man. But I'm gonna put the dreams in your hand first that I had July the 26th. I'm gonna put them in your hand, and then I'm gonna flow into the dream that I had on last night. So this is what I saw. I said someone is trying to get you sick, part 2. Now, I believe that I shared these dreams somewhere. I don't know, but God's making me share it again. I believe I shared it somewhere, but I don't know. I'm going to obey because he's had me to share it again because it ties in with what I had on last night. Hey, brother, my kids, thank you for joining me. I'm doing good. I hope you are doing well. So, like I said, I believe I think I done talked about this already. I don't know because I resurfaced so much stuff. But the Lord put an unction in my spirit to talk about this again. And it probably be a different interpretation because of the way that he's having me flown. I don't know. But we'll see. So I put, as disheartened as this may sound, another level is coming. Another level of betrayal is coming from two females. One is a divine connection. And so the second one is a old friend. We're going to talk about the first layer. The divine connection kept asking me, can she cook for me? I said I was fine. But she insists on going to get me some food. She went to Popeyes and it turned into a sandwich shop. When she got the sandwich, what looked like mayo was sparkling voodoo dust. She handed me the Popeyes bag with the sandwich in it. Now, when God gave me this dream, I believe I done said it somewhere. I don't know. Because it feel like I done talked about it. But because of the dream that I had on last night, he's having me to put this into your hearing again. Now, when people are trying to betray you through food, or they're trying to give you food, or swap the food, or whatever the case may be, again, don't take that type of food in the dream, no way, because if you eat the food, it's going to be witchcraft. Point blank, period. It's going to be witchcraft. And if you're taking this food from the people or whatever, it's going to harm you, of course, in a dream, but somebody's going to try to harm you in real life. So this, is a divine connection that wanted to cook for me, but I told her I didn't want any food, so she went to Popeyes and it turned into a sandwich shop. When she got the sandwich, what looked like mayo was sparkling voodoo dust. I'm going to stop right there. Now, people are real big about getting food and putting things on it, or they're speaking things on it, or they're trying to betray you in that area, especially if you love to eat. So I can see why God is having me to say this again if I have said it, but it is to keep you warned and to keep you up on your toes that everybody that is cooking for you is not cooking from a genuine place. They're cooking to harm you, or they're cooking to betray you, or it's something that they want on your life, or it's something that they accompany on your life. So they're going to feed you to put you to sleep or make you sick or whatever. Someone is trying to get you sick in that area. Now I'm going to be all over the place with this word because of how God gave it to me. But I'm going to get it done. When you are having betrayal dreams, where a person is cheating, a friend is lying, a loved one is turning against you, whatever the symbolic meaning in that is, somebody has something unexpressed towards you. And instead of them coming to you, they're coming in the spiritual realm. Instead of them coming to you in real life, God is showing it to you in the spiritual realm. That means that they're bothered about everything that you got going on. And so they're projecting. And you're seeing this stuff before it happens. Now, the common causes of betrayal dreams is when someone is successful, or you're attractive, or if you have a high level of confidence, you're smart. Some people will not be able to replace you. So because they can replace you, they're going to try to harm you or bring fear in your life. All of that is around betrayal. When a person see that you are leveled up in whatever sense, whatever it is, they're going to betray you. Y'all know the story about Judas and how he betrayed Jesus. Jesus was breaking bread with him, feeding them, doing everything for him. And Judas was the main one that betrayed him, the main one that was under him, carrying the money, speaking on his behalf, whatever, being an advocate. with traveling everywhere that he's going, all that. They sitting at the table, and he spoke it and said, one of you all is going to betray me. He already knew who it was. He just didn't call no names, but he was still breaking bread, still feeding them. Now, this is why I get into the stuff where I tell you, I hate being prophetic. I don't like it. I just don't see the I just don't see what is so glamorous about being a prophet. And people be on this stuff acting like it's just, I just don't like it. I don't like being a prophet. I hate getting on here speaking. I hate going live. I don't like doing none of this stuff, but I have to do it. I just don't see what other people see. I guess I never see that. But I'm going to give you some signs of why I hate being prophetic. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I'm talking about from the stuff that I have experienced. And then I'm going to go into the signs of me being woke. Now, the first one. I never voiced that I'm a prophet. But God had me to be wide open with the individual during this time when I put these signs up. I don't know if y'all remember. I did, and they began to act dry and distant. God said they've been feeling like this about you all along. I needed you to come forth so they won't keep talking about you in their heads and to others. Yikes. Now, before I was ordained and all that stuff, people was calling me a prophet before I was calling me a prophet. And I was like, don't be calling me that stuff, because that ain't what I am. Don't call me nothing. And they was calling me that stuff in the world. I wasn't even saved. I'm telling you, people be knowing what's on your life before you even know what's on your life. It took me, I ain't really started calling myself no prophet until about 2023. Because I would never voice it. Everybody else would say, you a prophet. How you know that? Where you get that from? Yeah, you hear from God for real. They were already seeing that stuff. But with this individual, I had never voiced that I was a prophet. They just thought I was a regular degular. They just thought that, they're just a person that's under me. I never announced it until the Lord made me announce it. Because sometimes you do. Although you hate being prophetic, sometimes you have to put people in their place. Look, I'm a prophet of God, so you might want to find somebody else to play with, yo. So you have to put people in their place. And sometimes people will automatically say, oh, well, you a prophet, you a prophetess. And they'll stop playing with you because they saying, oh, okay, this girl ain't nothing to be played with. I need to stop playing around or get ghosts or leave or something. So they'll automatically figure it out. But some people you have to voice. You need to find you something safe to do, because this ain't what you want. So with this person that was talking about me in their heads and to others. So when I began to announce and say, I'm a prophet of God, don't you? They start acting dry. They start acting distant. They stop talking to me, everything. That is betrayal. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Sure, like brother, my kids, it's not. I hate it. I hate it, man. I'm telling you, I hate dreaming and seeing. I hate this stuff. This stuff don't feel good. But that is betrayal. Once they found out that I was a prophet, they stopped talking to me altogether. Don't say, even if they see me now, they don't say nothing to me. They be frowned up. So sometimes God will have you to be wide open with an individual so they can know who to play with and who not to play with. All right, too. This is another reason why I hate being prophetic. Leeches, witches, users, broken people, dumpsters, and evil is always our attachments. They can sense your aura a mile away, your presence, and start plotting. Now I'm going to put emphasis on too, because it ties in with the dream that I had on last night. Leeches. You're gonna attract leeches. I got a whole word about parasite spirits. Y'all ain't gonna like that word. Just as soon as God get finished, give me the revelation for that, you ain't gonna like it. But leeches always attract because we are givers. That's what we do. We pour. So leeches are going to automatically attract who you are. Witches love prophetic people. They love prophets. Witches and warlocks love prophets. If they got to do anything that they can to get under you, oh, that baby, they own it. They own you like white on rice. And you would know if this is a witch or warlock because of the things that they are doing. This is why I get into the dream. Lord have mercy. Just when I thought I would finish dreaming, I ain't. God let up off me for about 2 weeks. And I started back dreaming. So this is a dream that I had last night. It's the reason why I'm on here, because I wasn't planning on getting on here until I did couch strip. But the Lord said I had to get on here and sound the alarm. I put my dream life is back spicy. I saw this person I know sitting in the driveway of their home. And they was on the phone with another prophet talking about me. The person cussed saying, y'all know, she calling. She must picked me up in the spirit. When she clicked over, her whole demeanor changed. The first thing came out of her mouth, look at God, I was just praying for you. I'm so happy God is doing great things for you. She clicked back over and the prophet told her you need to cast a spell on her to get certain things out of her. Just when you think the betrayal is over, here comes another exposure. Now I know this person. I know this person. I don't know the prophet, but I know this person. So this individual been on the phone with a prophet a lot talking about me. I have been the topic of their conversation. And it's something that this person wants to know about me because it's hard figuring me out. You know how you being a person miss, because that's how I am. I'm a mystery. You can't even figure me out if you're under me. So if you under me in close proximity, you still gonna be swimming. So the person had been discussing with this prophet, I can't get nothing out of the sky. I be under her. I be on the phone with her. We be texting. We be doing everything. It's just something special about that girl. I just don't know what it is. So when people can't figure you out, even when they are under you, this is why I hate being prophetic too. Because when people get under you, they don't know. They don't know how you coming. I'm unpredictable. So you don't know what to expect. I'm full of surprises. You don't know what to expect. I don't care how close you is to me. That's even with my children. They don't even know how I'm coming. I had them swimming too. I keep them on their toes. So once they say, man, I'm under this person and I still can't get nothing out of her. So the person, on the phone with the prophet and they talking about me. But this is where the betrayal comes in. Because I don't care about you talking about me. I don't care. That don't faze me. I don't care if you're talking about me. The betrayal comes in when she clicked over and her whole demeanor changed. Because now you're faking. Now you're flogging. Now you're being phony. And acting like you were praying for me, but you was on the phone talking about me. So that's when the betrayal comes in. And you thinking that, even the people that's under you, it brings you back to Judas and how he was under Jesus and Jesus was feeding them and everything. Whatever you're going to do it quickly and a hurry. So I can go ahead and do what I need to do for the Lord. So this individual and the prophet been discussing me. How many months? I don't know. But I've been a topic of their conversation. So she clicked back over, and the prophet told her that she need to cast a spell on me. Now, why would a prophet tell somebody to cast a spell on somebody? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm confused. Why would a prophet tell somebody else to cast a spell on a person because they can't get certain things out of the person? I'm trying to make it make sense. So when I woke up from the dream, I was like, God, can I please reach out to this person? Because I'm telling you all, when I be dreaming about people, I be wanting to bust them out on sight. The Lord said, nope, I can't reach out. The Lord said, stay away from this person. So I can't be in no contact with the person because of what I saw. Now again, why would a prophet tell somebody that they need to cast a spell on somebody because they can't get certain things out of them? All of that is betrayal. So people are under you. They can't get nothing out of you. And they going to witches and warlocks and probably a prophet. They ain't no prophet of God. They probably see, but they ain't no prophet of God because ain't no prophet of God telling you to cast no spell on nobody. They under you and they can't get nothing out of you. They trying their best to. They trying their best. Man, it's just something about this girl. I just don't know, man. I don't have you swimming. That's just how it go. Let's get back into these signs. I gotta wrap this word up. Broken people, dumpsters, and evil is always our attachments. This is why I don't like being prophetic. They can sense your aura. They can sense your presence. Then they start plotting. This is what this person is doing. They plotting. They went from being on the phone, and then when they saw that I was calling, they changed. They shifted. So you're going to pick up on the engine when people start acting funny with you. You know why they're acting funny? Because they on the phone talking about you. You know why they're distant and dry? Because they have been talking about you. They've been keeping your name in their mouth. That type of stuff. So they ain't going to want to face you. So I'm here warning. Warning comes before destruction. So if people are around you and they start acting foolish or they start acting out of the norm, they've been speaking about you in some sense. This prophet told this girl to cast a spell on me because she can't get certain things out of me. Now again, why would a person tell somebody some stuff like that? It just don't make sense. I'm moving along 3. People pull on you when they see you are hiding. All of a sudden they need something from you. But when you're active, nobody sees you until you're no longer visible. People do me like this all the time. See how on fire I be for God? Y'all see how I be flooding my YouTube and Instagram and Facebook? I be doing that stuff all at the same time. I have you swimming. So it don't matter what page you on. You're gonna be like, man, this girl done posted. She done posted all day today. But then the Lord gonna say, all right, let up off of them. I'm gonna be ghosts. Here they come looking. Here they come searching. But you weren't doing that when I was putting it out there. That's why I hate being prophetic too. Because you saying this stuff. Then the minute that I take it down, here come everybody. Well, where that video is, I don't know. Go look on my YouTube channel. I don't delete nothing off there. Everything on there. Instagram, I don't delete nothing on those 2 platforms. But it's just stuff like that. When my fire simmer down is over with, that means that God is off me. So don't come looking when the fire simmer down. Because I ain't got nothing for you. People pull on you. That is an act of betrayal. Uh-oh. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. There's an act of betrayal. You two-faced it. You see me posting all this stuff, then when I take it down, you come looking for it. Make it make sense. You friends with me. You see the stuff. Woo, child. I'm telling you all. People pull on you when they see that you are hiding. You're no longer visible. No contact. You ain't giving them nothing. I mean, no parts of you. They come looking for you. There's betrayal. Because what people with me, they think, oh, I got it good, you know, she doing this, she doing that. And yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Yeah. Go ahead. Take what you need, baby. Because when the Lord says stop, you're gonna be sick. So that type of stuff. People do that. They pull on you. That's an act of betrayal. You're coming to look for me after I done put out. After I done poured. After I done gave. What else you want? I done gave you everything. What else you looking for? Well, so you think I done gave you everything. What else you looking for? They pull on you when they see you are hiding all of a sudden. All right, the other dream. The old friend. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all don't like real prophets. Y'all like all that fake stuff. The second layer, the old friend. The girl came hugging me knowing she was sick. She acted like she was so happy to see me. I looked over and she had a prescription for flu-like symptoms, but it had COVID 2028. Now, with this, someone is not only trying to destiny swap, but put witchcraft on you too, causing ill elements to harm you naturally and spiritually. Now, I saw COVID 2028. I'm just telling y'all what I saw. That's what I saw. This girl had a prescription for flu-like symptoms, but it had COVID 2028. 2028 ain't here yet. I'm telling you all, it's something getting ready to hit this land. Boy, I'm telling y'all, you better get yourself in proximity with the Lord. And it might not be COVID. It might be something else, and they're naming it COVID. I'm going prophetically. I'm switching. It might be named something else, but I'm telling y'all what I saw in my dreams. This girl knew that she was sick, but she was acting like she was happy to see me. That is an act of betrayal. What is going on in the world? The world is going through a betrayal phase. All of this stuff is not from God. Some of this stuff is man-made. So could it be that they come up with something in the lab, betraying what really is going on or what it's supposed to be? And this is why I'm seeing COVID 2028. She had a prescription for flu-like symptoms. Flu season is coming back up. It's about to get cold. I'm telling you right now, you better build those immune systems up and get yourself in proximity, because the doctors is going to be full. Yeah, you're going to come back to this business and be like, that girl said that. They're going to be packed because of all the things that is going on. You're going to have to start back practicing social distancing. You're going to have to pull them masks back out because it's finna get cold. Pour them Lysol wipes and bleaching. Now, you should have been doing all that stuff. But this is an act of betrayal that will go on in the world because some people think that they are God. They ain't God. Now, some of these plagues and stuff is from God because it's judgment. But a lot of this stuff ain't. And people gonna be, and y'all gonna call me crazy, I don't care. But I'm flowing out the prophetic. A lot of people gonna be getting sick from food. They'll be putting this stuff in the food. Oh, well, they don't want to take the V. So we're going to put it in the food. That's why they growing it. That's why they making it in the lab. Lab meats. Lab fruits. All this stuff. Because the minute that you eat it, you're going to be sick. They be like, ooh, I got chills. You know, it feel like something wrong with me. You don't have the flu from eating whatever it was that they growed in the lab. Keep playing. COVID 2028. 2028 ain't here yet. The famine is not over. It's just getting started. You ain't seen economic depression like you gonna see it. You ain't seen recession. You ain't seen inflation like you gonna see it. You better get your houses in order. You better stay stocked up. You better have everything that you need. We going on another lockdown. I've been talking about this stuff for the past 2 to 3 years. So y'all keep playing if you want. I'm moving along from that. Lord have mercy. So when you're having betrayal, just I'm wrapping this word up. There's always going to be a communication gap. Hey Thomas, thank you for joining me. Meaning it's going to be vague. You're going to sense that something is off. You ain't going to trust this person no more. You ain't even going to want to be in a relationship with them or a friendship, whatever. Because of the emotional distance and the betrayal that is visible is going to be shorthand. This relationship or this friendship going to be shorthand. So those were two different dates, 2 different months. But it all lines in under betrayal. There's going to be a communication gap. Because some people know what they have done. And they ain't going to want to face you at all. They ain't going to talk to you at all. Because God probably showed them something. Or God has allowed them to feel something concerning you. Because they probably be spiritual like you as well. And they're feeling, oh, this person is distant. Or they must have had a dream or something about me. Because, you know, they ain't really talking to me like that. So it's going to be a communication gap. This is why I talk about the signs of you being woke. Reason why people don't like me because I never get caught off guard. You ain't gonna never catch me slipping. I don't nail that. Never. I'm gonna make sure I run circles around you to let you know. I know what's going on. You can't play the player, but you surely can get played. 1, we bring the visible truth. There's no sugarcoating because I don't have the luxury to do that. No way. There's going to be a clear view of truth. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut. There's signs of being woke. I don't have to lie to you about anything. I'm going to hurt your feelings. The clear view of telling the truth or being truthful is signs that you are woke. Because I don't have to hide anything. I'm very blunt, as you can see. Brutally honest, as you can see. So whatever need to be said, whatever need to be done, I'm going to tell you just like that. So when people see that, oh, this person is woke, I can't play with them. They're going to move on to the next dummy. They're going to move on to the weakest link. They're going to move on to somebody that is a babe in Christ. They're going to move on to somebody that is immature. I'm not immature in the mind. You sure enough can't play mind games on me. Manipulators hate me. Love bombers hate me. Gaslighters hate me. Because I'm strong in the mind. I don't care how you come with your tactics. I don't care what you do. None of that stuff don't work on me. That is a part and signs of being woke, because you're visible with the truth too. There's a deeper peace inside. I sleep good at night when God make me get on this stuff. You know, I be fighting God. I don't want to go live. I hate this stuff. Just being honest. I don't like making videos. I don't like doing this stuff. But it's a peace that rests inside of me, knowing that I want your people. And the blood won't be on my hands, because it's out of my hands. So that's how you know that a person is woke as well. They got peace. They're not wrestling with who they are. They're not backing down who they are. They got a piece of how God, uses them, or whatever the case may be. All right. The other one. This is the third one. I got two more. Love. That's signs that you are woke. You are lovable. People like lies. People don't like when you love them. This world is backwards. That is a ultimate betrayal. They want people to lie to them so they flesh can develop false happiness. So they flesh can develop something that feels good, or feel like butterflies, a dopamine rush, and all of that. When you love a person, you tell them the truth. And they ain't gonna like you. It brings me back to the first one. Clear view of truth. When you're lying to a person, you don't love them. I don't care what you say. And you don't like them either. Because what are you doing all this lying for? That is betrayal. When a person is woke, this is a sign that you love that person that you're speaking to. Person that you're in a relationship, whatever. But again, people like lies. They don't want you loving them. They don't want pure love. They want you to lie. Something I ain't doing. You either gonna ride or you gonna slide. And majority of the time they slide. Because I'm not finna lie. I don't have no reason to lie. But people don't want others to be woke in the area of, I know this person know that I'm a lie, but I'm going to keep on lying. Just stuff like that. I believe this person know that I steal. And I do this and I do that. But I'm going to keep on doing it. That is betrayal. It's like they don't care about nobody but themselves. They don't care about you loving them and being there for them, none of that stuff. As long as they can get what they need. Because they gonna keep on lying. And you got to keep on loving to let them know that I know you lying. That's why I'm going to keep on loving you, because I know you lying. Stuff crazy, all right? I'm going to come back to those too. Let me see. All right, the fourth sign. Some become very witchy towards your oil. They're trying to find out, well, why is this person energy so sweet? Why is this person so full all the time? So they do what they need to do to get around you, safeguard your poor. Now I'm talking about with couch to pour your pain. And I'm going to put emphasis on safeguard your poor, because I got a whole word with this. So I ain't going to get into that. But what I will say, when people are coming around you, you got to safeguard your poor. Because that's what they coming around you for. They don't like you like that. They like you because you poor. They like the oil on your life. Your energy is sweet. And they get full off you every time they come around you. You ain't got to say nothing to them. It's just your energy. Oh, when I get around this person, I feel so good. Because your energy is magnetic. So you got to safeguard your pull. I mean, you got to snatch back, pull back, whatever God is telling you, because they're going to betray you in that area. You're going to see, oh, well, you know, this person only coming around me. They ain't checking on me. They ain't seeing how I'm doing, none of that. They just want to be in my presence. You too open. You too accessible. You too available. So when they see that, they gonna ride off that. They'll be making us, oh, you want to ride to the store with me? Oh, you want to do this? You want to go to the mall? Just be making up all types of stuff just to get in your presence. They don't care if you got money or not. This stuff real. They don't care if you got money or not. They'll buy you something to eat, whatever they need to do to get in your presence. This is another reason why I hate being prophetic. That's why I do a lot of hiding. Because my energy is very magnetic. It draws. So, when you are in a place of safeguarding your poor, you got to make sure that you're protecting your energy, your oil, the anointing on your life, all of that. Because people are going to betray you for these things. And you think, oh, well, you know, they like me and they love me. No, they love what you can do. Or they love what they're feeling, and that's why they're coming around you. All right, 5. I'm not a talker. I'm a listener. I be begging God every day, please close my mouth. I've been talking for 6 years straight. He snatched my sabbatical, and I was very salty about that. So I was supposed to be going on sabbatical about 6 or 7 months ago, and the Lord snatched it. Because I was finna get ghosts on all platforms. And he said, you're going to have to make a new page. Huh? I know you lied. Shh. I'm thinking I'm finna get me some rest. Okay. I'm not a talker. The reason why I'm on fire for God, because people ain't doing right. They lying, they betraying, they snakish. That's why I'm on fire. Like, that's why y'all see me every day. Because of my dream life, because of the things that I'm picking up. All of that. I'm a listener. I listen. I don't talk. So, when you are prophetic, and you don't like being prophetic, well, you know, it ain't nothing we can do about it. Because that's who God made us to be. If you are prophetic. But oftentimes, when you're going through these phases in your life, you're mandated to do something, you ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like it. You're going to be running from what you're supposed to be doing. I know I do. I can't speak for nobody else. I run from everything. All right, God, please. Please, can you use somebody else? So, 6, the last one. Your warfare be straight crazy. Warfare is light work to me, but it still can be a drag sometimes. And this is a mountain that I will never get used to. But who am I to tell God what to do with my life? So my warfare be on 1,000 every day. Every time I post, my warfare be on 1,000. Because people don't like the truth. And I just be like, well, I don't know why y'all add me as a friend. Because that's all you gonna get. I'm not sugarcoating nothing on my page. You don't get the truth, and that's just that. So, warfare comes very, very heavy with social media. When I post stuff, I be hearing people saying a lot of stuff, but they ain't liking the post. They looking and reading it and talking about it. That type of stuff. The warfare is going to be bananas. But this is something that you have as a prophetic person. This is something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. Because spiritual warfare comes to take you up out of here. It depends on who coming up against you. It depends on what coming up against you. But warfare is going to be central focus around your life because of how God uses you. When you're watching my videos, you don't hear nothing sweet. All scripture. I don't put out sweet words. How people be talking about money and all that stuff. I don't talk about. And I rarely talk about stuff like that. Yeah, I'll never hear no stuff like that from me. Never. Blessings and all. Now I talk about it if God put it on my heart, but I'm not that type of person. I need you to grow up. I need you to stay woke. All the other stuff can come later. I need your life to be structured. So if you ain't ready to be structured, then baby, you don't need to be on my page, because that's exactly what's going to happen. All right. So those are the signs. Let me see, did I read all of this? Yeah. Those are the signs. Let me read the last two, and then I'm getting to these betrayal notes. The other sign of being woke, you're not fearful. Meaning, you don't care what people say. You don't care how people threaten you. None of that. They don't do that. Prosecution, backlash, all of that. That stuff don't bother me. I done defeated death. So you have to come stronger than that. That don't bother me. Near-death experiences. I have rose above that type of stuff. So when you prosecuting backlash, you're talking about me, you're reporting my videos, talking about me in your group chats, screenshot, screen recording my videos and discussing them and stealing them and preaching on them, that don't bother me. You don't have to come harder than that. When people are woke, they aren't fearful because they know that God got their back. Anytime I put something out, God gonna always bag me up. So I don't care about looking foolish for God. I don't care about you calling me crazy. Because if God tell me to put it out there, that's what I'm gonna do. So you're not fearful when you are woke. The last one. You're not chasing emptiness. Now y'all gonna be bothered when I talk about this. You're not chasing emptiness. Meaning you're not looking for people validation. You're not looking for people to congratulate you. You're not looking for people to say, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're not looking for people to say, oh, you're doing a good job. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about that type of stuff. You know, if you want to say congratulations, then that's good. But I don't care about stuff like that. I'm not chasing emptiness. That's emptiness to me. That's not feeding my spirit. That type of stuff feed people flesh. They put all their business out on here. Everything that go on they like. Because they want somebody to tell them congratulations. I don't care. I got so much motion going on behind the scenes. Got so much stuff going on. And Facebook won't know nothing about it. Because this is a season where I'm celebrating in private this year. Ain't no wide open. Now in the next 2 years, I'm going to be popping out with everything. If I still have a Facebook page. I will still have my YouTube, Instagram. But that's if I still have a Facebook page. But the next 2 years, it's going to be on and popping, baby. You don't get tired. Tired of seeing everything that you wasn't seeing. So, those are chasing emptiness. People that's woke don't chase emptiness. I don't care if you never like a thing. And which a lot of people don't do. Got a lot of monster spirits. I don't care if you don't never comment. I don't care. Because this stuff don't put money in my pocket. I make my own money. Everything I do is for free on here. Take what you need. The gospel is free. So chasing emptiness, I ain't doing it. I don't care. I'm gonna get on here and do what the Lord tell me to do and get off. And you'll be rougher than mad, like always. Y'all don't like real. Y'all like all that fake stuff. But I just ain't doing it. So you got this people that's woke, they're not chasing emptiness. They're not. Because once you develop the mindset that, you know, I got to do this stuff even when I don't want to. You think I want to be on here going live every day? No. I don't be want to make no videos. I don't be want to do that stuff. I be like, God, please get up off me, man. Woo, please get up off me. Use somebody else. I don't be want to do this stuff. I hate it. But it ain't nothing that I can do about it. I can't keep my mouth closed. I got to tell it. So, those are those signs. All right? So, when betrayal is in your midst, whether it's friends, family, or you might be the betrayer. Ouch. Whatever, how you handle the aftermath, it shows you how mature you are. So, this requires boundaries. Like I said, I want to reach out to the person. The Lord said, no, stay away from them. So I got to obey. Point blank, period. Because they dipping in witchcraft. They on the phone talking about me, which is witchcraft, and then talking about they praying for me and all that. And then the prophet told the person to cast a spell on me. So, borderline witches. You got to set boundaries. Because people are competing with your loyalty in daily life. What does that mean? When you are loyal to your assignment, when you are loyal to where you're supposed to be, people gonna always betray you. Always. How's she doing all that? I know I be having y'all swimming. I know I do. How that girl doing all that stuff, man? I can't be figured out. I don't care how much. I don't care how much you get under me. You gonna always question what you doing, what you got going on. Because they can't figure it out, so they gonna ask. They gonna ask questions. They gonna do that. You always got something up your sleeve. What you got going on? They be right under me and don't even know it. They don't be knowing what's going on. So your loyalty in everyday life is going to make people mad. They ain't gonna like you. Searching. Looking. When I went out today, earlier I was hiding in disguise. I had on all black. And the person said, they kept looking at me. So I took my glasses off. Like, what you got going on? I said, nah, you ain't know it was me. You ain't know it was me. I had on a mask and everything. You ain't know it was me. So, hidden in disguise. I'm telling you, I'm going to run circles around you. Now, wrapping up these notes. You got to journal the detail of who is betraying you. You got to write down the plot. Whether God give it to you in a dream, whether he give you an open vision, whether you just seeing the person betraying you in the natural realm. You got to write this plot down and journal the details, because it's going to be somebody that's coming right behind them. It's going to be 10 times worse. But you're going to have a great idea or what you saw this person do that was under you. So that means that you're preparing yourself for the betrayal. You're preparing yourself and journaling the details. Oh, but this person did this in a dream. So you dissecting the dream. You're laboring what happened. If they do it in front of you, you're writing down the dates and the times of how they did this, how they snaked you out. You're keeping up with this type of stuff. So when somebody come and they immediately do the same thing or worse, you're going to be like, okay, another betrayal is coming. Because I remember last time this person did this or they did that. You got to journal the details. You can't do this by emotions. You have to do it. You got to be spiritually led. Because if you don't, then you're going to get in your emotions and you're going to let this same friend back in your house. You're going to let this same friend back in your car. God bring me back to a dream. Y'all remember the Python spirit dream? I've been saving that dream for 2 or 3 years. I literally went into somebody's house. I don't know why God got me sharing this. And I can feel spiritually, every time I stop beside that person, I can feel spiritually the Python spirit choking the life out of me. I had to go outside. When I went outside, it loosed. I can't make this stuff up. So the Lord said, go back in there. When I went back in there, it did it again. I said, oh, this the one that got the Python spirit on them. That type of stuff. And the room, it was a lot of people in the house. But when I sat back beside that person, it did it again. So I walked back outside and it loosened. And then the person started following me. That type of stuff. You'll know if you pick up what somebody is doing beside you, journal the details. If you feel icky, if you feel something that isn't right, you need to journal this stuff. Because it separates from the spiritual realm from your emotions. Because if you don't, you'll go right back, get in this same relationship that God told you, get out the relationship that betrayed you the whole entire time. Or the friendship, the co-worker, whatever. You're going to still be talking to them. And they're going to snake you out. So, the last thing, reassurance. You don't need reassurance when people are betraying you. Because what are you reassuring? Huh? What are you reassuring? You don't need reassurance when somebody betraying you. This person is going to become a stranger by the process of what it is that they have done. Your flesh gonna want to talk to them, and the Lord gonna say, no, don't call them, don't text them, don't do nothing. It brings you back to separating your emotions from the spiritual part of you. Your flesh naturally desires companionship. It ain't just about no man and woman. It's about friendship, business partnership, all that stuff. That stuff matters too. So your flesh is going to automatically crave for that type of stuff. But you don't need reassurance when somebody is betraying you. You don't. So you got to journal the details. Because somebody's getting ready to turn on you. Grace and peace to you all. I'll be back on here later on for couch therapy. I pray that this will help who it needs to reach. Because I didn't want to get on here. I'm just being honest. I did not want to get on here. But I had to obey God and get this stuff up off me. So I will see you guys later. Y'all have a good day. Goodbye.